our times. I do want to thank everybody for joining today. This is a great opportunity for all of us to share our properties and projects around the South Florida marketplace. And from all of us at the Ritz-Carlton residences in Miami Beach, we want to wish you the best of health and certainly want to make sure that all of your friends and family also are feeling well. And we only wish you the best as we continue through this crazy time. What we're going to talk about today, and I'm very excited to do this because this is a project that I've watched grow for a long time. I've been in the development side of sales for the past 20 years. And when I was asked to take over the director of sales position for the Ritz-Carlton Residences Miami Beach by Lionheart Capital, Ricardo Deneen and Ophir Sternberg, it was a great thing and a very exciting thing for me. The property is stunning. The finishes are beyond reproach. And I'm very pleased to say that in the market we're in, when you can deliver something of this level, it's an exciting opportunity. So for no further ado, I'll indulge you to allow me to spend some time with Piero Lissoni, who is our architect of record that has created what we believe to be the most beautiful community in all of South Florida. And from what is his thoughts and concept, we're going to see reality. So enjoy.
I only follow one idea: to be elegant and to be simple. To be elegant because I like to offer something absolutely sophisticated. To be simple because the simplicity is the maximum level of complexity. When you move inside in a lobby first, the first impression is the dimension of the space. The second is the connection of the space with the spacious stairs. And the third impression, it's a connection with the gardens and the water and the marina and the outside. You know, everything it's tridimensionally connected with some spatial poetic sense, the sense of the space and the sense of the light. We designed one huge suspended garden. It's an experience space. Our infinity pool there, the terrace there, is become for sure an incredible experience. The most beautiful terrace in Miami. And the spa inside in this building is more or less, again, another unique address in Miami. To live inside in a very good project, you have to combine together beautiful buildings, you have to combine together outstanding services, you have to combine together a very good qualities of life by Ritz-Carlton to offer a special place to live, qualities, architecture, and so on.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to share with you the reality of what the Ritz-Carlton Residences is today. The building, as you can see, is just breathtaking. Piero has created courtyards and vignettes all around the property to really make you feel that you are within an environment all unto itself. But what makes this property so special is what's around us, which is Surprise Lake in Miami Beach, which is the Lakeview neighborhood. And then also what's very special is North Bay Road, of course, in the distance. But we are a property unlike anything else. We are in a residential community in Miami Beach that would never be able to be built again to this standard and to this size. We sit with over 700 feet of frontage on the lake. We sit with over 7 acres of land to be able to create and construct a property that is unlike anything in the Miami Beach marketplace. And if you look to the left side of the property, you're going to see that beautiful pool terrace that Piero was talking about, of what is reality, with beautiful beds and a half-acre pool terrace deck with a half-long Olympic swimming pool and gardens on top of the terraces all around the property. Of course, docks, because we are on the lake and we have access to the bay and to the Indian Creek waterway. So we have 36 docks. Only a few are remaining. And we'll talk about the different availabilities of the property, but we are just about 70% sold. And in today's marketplace, with the activity of the project, we've had 5 transactions close within the last 30 days. So we are seeing activity. Obviously, our current environment has changed us a little bit. But that being said, as I hope many of our other projects in South Florida are also seeing, is we are getting phone calls. We are getting activity. And as we go into the presentation of the residences, I'm going to share with you a property project positioning that we have created with a virtual walkthrough, so that we are able to take individuals through the property virtually, as we're doing right now, but actually through an at-home that they're interested in, and they can see the residence as it is today, and they don't have to worry about leaving the comfort and security of their private residence where they are right now. But you see downtown Miami in the distance in Biscayne Bay, and then also with our additional views to the east of Miami Beach coastline. It's probably one of the most exciting properties in South Florida. And now the amenities. First thing we talk about are some of the important amenities, which of course is the 700 feet of frontage with the docks, as I did discuss, but that blue beautiful boat is our houseboat. We have a house car. We have many different situations in the property that makes it very different and very special. But the houseboat allows our owners to go from the Ritz-Carlton residences for an 8-minute boat ride over to Nobu Beach Club, which we give as a membership to our owners for the first year of their ownership. And they have the ability to enjoy it, go to the beach. Because when people say, well, you're not on the sand and I really want to be on the sand. Well, the sand is beautiful. It's not private. We all know that in South Florida. The other thing that's important to know is when you go to Nobu by utilizing our beach service, whether it be by the house car or the houseboat, the captain will take you right to the Nobu Beach Club, take all of the owner's personal belongings out of the boat over to the concierge at Nobu. They will have a secure locker for themselves and then be taken out to the private chairs on the sand. So where somebody says they want to be on the sand, they can with Ritz-Carlton Residences Miami Beach, but you can have the privacy and security of living in a 7-acre community all unto itself in the neighborhood of Lakeview and North Bay Road and the Pine Tree Drive area. And this is reality. When we saw the video from Piero, he showed you that beautiful staircase that was his design and his creation. This is what is reality. This is our living room, the social room area. And he designed all the spaces in the residential building to feel as if it's an extension of your personal home. So whether you have a 1-bedroom residence, a 5-bedroom home, or a penthouse at the Ritz-Carlton Residences Miami Beach, you also have this space to utilize for yourselves. Inside and outside is what South Florida's lifestyle is all about. And our covered terrace from our breakfast room overlooking the marina and the Miami Beach coastline in the distance and the lake is really a very comfortable respite to be able to enjoy. The other side of the living room where the grand staircase is this side where you see some great design, great furnishings. And the idea was that all the extra pieces, all the accessories, all the books, all the artwork that sits in the property is as if it's been purchased by you as our owner as you traveled the world. You have the ability to see beautiful pieces of art. You enjoy coffee table books. You have the ability to see and enjoy the different areas. And we also have created, as you saw in Piero's positioning of the video, an art studio, which I'll show you momentarily. But we have an artist in residence, and that artist in residence allows us to actually enjoy having our art classes for owners as well as for their children. Our screening room was designed for the comfort and convenience of all of our owners, of course. We only have 111 residences, and really 110 because there have been 2 that have been combined to make one larger residence. And then we have 15 villas. And the villas we're going to be talking about at a later time because we're going to be able to showcase that in a different timeline. But we are starting sales on those as well. And we've already secured 1 reservation, and a contract is going out to the buyer now. That being said, the screening room, beautiful, comfortable, and created so this way when you're in there, it's an environment that you really want to enjoy. As an owner, as with all the other areas in the building, you have the ability to secure this for your own personal desires. If you want to go forward and enjoy the space privately for your own event, you can do that. During the Super Bowl, we had a Super Bowl watch party where the large screen was the actual TV for the Super Bowl game. So great opportunities, great different positionings, and we want to make this, again, your client's personal home. This is what I think is just one of the sweetest areas. We have a children's room, which is absolutely beautiful, very comfortable, and of course, for your child, and you're in the smaller chairs. That being said, the statement on the wall says it all. Every child is an artist. And across the hallway is the art studio. And our artists in residence will be able to come forward and go sit with you and enjoy the space with a child, doing a little art class and teaching them what the art world is about. Our club room, also created as an extension of your living room. You'll see the bar area off to the right, and over to the left is a ping pong table. There's a pool table, and the space is very large and comfortable. Owners have already secured having this for a sit-down breakfast of over 100 people in this room itself, because they're able to take this opportunity and utilize the space within the building. So if it's not in their home, up in the residences, which of course are private elevator access, which we have 19 private elevators, I should say, because we go horizontal. Where most buildings in Miami go vertical, we go horizontal. So 19 private elevators going to the different residences in the building. The other side of the club room, where we've got the beautiful Italian styled billiard table. And then off of that is the art studio, as I was mentioning. This is a great space for someone to go see what their creative juices can flow out with and create something very, very special. The wall that is an illuminated wall is called a north light wall. And for artists, what I've been told, an artist has the ability of having no shadowing when they use a north light wall. And this was created, we are the only residence condominium in the United States that has an actual art studio in their building. And then of course, for the aficionados that don't want to go outside, they can play golf inside. We also have a number of different positions of golf, soccer, or football, real football and baseball, all on the simulation. So this is a 3D positioning. I'm sure many of you have seen this type of a projector before, but we have minimum of 75 of the finest golf courses around the world, from Pebble Beach all the way through to St. Andrews in Scotland. And the great thing is, because this is true of virtual life, you have the ability while you're playing to hear the ocean crashing along the rocks at Pebble Beach. It's really just an amazing time. It's fun. So if you ever do want to come over for a golf match, please let us know. One of our in-house sales executives, Darren Tanzi, is a great golfer, and he in turn would be more than happy to have a match with you. And then of course, no residence would be positioned and set up without having its gym facility, all techno gym, all serviced and managed by Ritz-Carlton residences. And we want to make sure that everybody understands that when you're serviced and managed by Ritz-Carlton residences, which is what we are, You have a level of service that we'll talk about shortly that truthfully is unlike anything else in the world. And it's great because they are the individuals that secured our budget. They are the ones that have gone forward and looked at our budget to make sure that it meets the requirements of how they, Ritz-Carlton, services a building. We are not a hotel. We have no hotel residences. We have strictly condominium ownership residences. That being said, besides our homes, we have 6 guest suites. These are a very special position because our guest suites are about 500 square feet in space. They're what's called a limited common element for those of you that are used to hearing those kind of words. It is a position where you don't get the deed, but because it's a limited common element, you have to be an owner in the property to reside and use that residence and own it. While you're in residence, you don't pay maintenance and you don't pay real estate taxes. So it's a great attribute to have where if somebody says, you know what, I want a 3 or 4 bedroom home, but they don't want to go to that price point, we can sell them a 2 or 3 bedroom residence at the property, and then they can buy the guest suite as well. Not pay taxes, not pay maintenance. So they're kind of getting that space just for the acquisition value, but no additional monthly costs or annual costs. And then of course, when they sell their home, they can sell that as well. So it's a great aspect, a great attribute to the property to have. We're only down to 3. 6 were built, 3 have already sold, and we have 3 remaining. The other side of our gym, again, all techno gym, all designed and created with part of the courtyard views and the design that Piero created here at the property. And then the spa. The spa is a very comfortable, relaxing environment as you would expect it to be. This is your entry area, fresh fruit, water, both cold and warm. So depending on what somebody is interested in, fresh towels and yoga mats, because directly behind us is that yoga room. And then outside the doors onto the big terrace overlooking Surprise Lake is another yoga area for outdoor classes. And then of course the gentlemen's and ladies sauna, and then in a private steam and private changing room, we have the steam for gentlemen separate from steam for ladies in their separate areas. But for anybody that enjoys yoga, they also enjoy meditation. And that was something that Piero wanted to create. So surrounded by this beautiful walkway, which is an enclosed courtyard, we have a beautiful, relaxing grassy knoll that we call our meditation garden. For a private area to sit and read, a private area to sit and meditate, a private area to sit and do your own yoga. And now, of course, the residences. Well, today's world puts us into a different position. So because we are in a different position of where we are, the Ritz-Carlton Residences Miami Beach, we have truthfully created with the services of an individual who I'll be more than happy to share the contact information with all of you, has created the opportunity to do virtual walkthroughs. So the building, as we look, has the vignettes that Piero has created, and then our virtual walkthrough. This is a great tool that we are utilizing already with owners. It first creates a 3D position of the residence and then does the floor plan of the residence. It's an amazing tool. We're already seeing great response from it, and it really gives you an opportunity. So on the right part of the black area, you will see little bubbles. Those bubbles will allow you, when you're on the terrace, to be able to go outside and see the view as well. So not only are you seeing the home virtually, but you're able to see the view that you're requiring. And this is the example of a screenshot of the kitchen, which of course we have gas cooking, one of just a few buildings in South Florida that does, Gagano appliances, I might add, but that gives you the view. And when you're doing the walkthrough, you see there's little circles on the floor. That is how you walk through the actual residence. It's great. This is a 4,500 square foot home, and I call it a home because it is that large. And it gives us the ability to truthfully take our guests as we talk virtually through the residence, and they can see They can feel the ceiling height. They can walk outside on the terrace. They have the ability to walk through the kitchen, the bathrooms, the closets, and truthfully see how much space are in our residences. And now let's talk about our residences. This is our sales center, number 227. It is a 3,600 square foot home, and the ceilings are 12 feet high. So when you see the space, you see the expanse, you feel the positioning, you feel what is the opportunity of what you can live in at the Ritz-Carlton Residences, Miami Beach. My background behind me happens to be the terrace of this residence. And we've got the ability to have, with the 12-foot ceilings, linear diffused air conditioning, where you don't have those large clunky ducts. And I use that term loosely, but I use it in the sense that it's how the finishes were done at the property. Our flooring is a honed silk georgette, and it's a beautiful stone. Our terraces are also stone. Our bedrooms with wood flooring with the French oak. And in this residence, what we did is we created the pockets for the window treatments. We created this open space to turn a bedroom into a den. So for our sales center, we were able to utilize it as such. The residence was offered at $4,931,000. And I'm very proud and very happy of my sales team to be able to say that Sonia Gerald and Darren Tanzi were able to sell this residence to a buyer. They have given us the ability to utilize this home for the next few more months while we create a new sales center inside the building. So we are here about sales. We're here about talking about the opportunity to create the option of different situations. So what I'd like you to know is we have models, we have standard residences, and we have situations like this, where if somebody buys something that is a model, or in this case, our sales center, we ask them for a delayed closing. And the owner was very willing to work with us on it. So we're all about the deal. You know, we are here to make opportunities. We are here to make things happen. We have model homes, and our model homes are designed by Flexform. They're designed by B&B Italia. They're designed by Baxter of New York. We are getting ready to finish right now a French design firm, Christian Liagre, in one of our other homes, which is going to be stunning, be done in the next 3 weeks. And then also in one of our lofts, we're creating Restoration Hardware Modern. So it's really exciting what's going on at the property. You can have everything from a 1-bedroom to a 5-bedroom, and you can have everything from a traditional residence, unfinished. And when I say unfinished, flooring is in the bathrooms, of course, the kitchen is done. The wall paint is a high level of primer, but it's a great paint finish, but the flooring is all in. So it's very important inside and outside. And we did that so this way we knew the quality of the installation for the privacy, that when you have higher ceilings also, you can have a situation where there could be an echoing of the floor. And we always know that with our owners, our concern is always, am I going to hear my neighbors upstairs, downstairs, if I'm going to hear them walking on the floor? The great thing is we created it with the proper soundproofing, with the proper positioning, so you don't have to worry about that. And you can say with comfort to your buyer that with the developer finishing the floors, it's finished in the highest quality and the highest level of privacy. This residence, again, finished and furnished. We are very happy to say, as mentioned, sold. So that being the case, when the distance you see our kitchen, also designed by Piero Lasoni, Buffy, beautiful marble countertops, and the Gaggenau appliance collection. Gas cooking, as I mentioned, one of only a few in South Florida that actually has gas cooking. The Gaggenau refrigerators are all side by side. In our smaller residences, they are an up and down, meaning refrigerator above with freezer below, but tends to be mostly all side by sides. Because at the Ritz-Carlton Residences, Miami Beach, things were built as private homes, where we found that the demographic studies that were being done, where individuals moving out of Lakeview, out of Pine Tree Drive, large homes on Lagos Island, North Bay Road, they were individuals that were coming to this property. They wanted you go out of the 10,000 square foot home and land and dock and seawall and pool service and maid service and coordination of having to worry about roofing and all the insurances to a much easier lifestyle. And we're giving them their neighborhood, and we're making their lifestyle much more easy to utilize and enjoy. Our bathrooms are spectacular. The master bathroom, all designed with the silk georgette as well. And the walls are treated into what we call a bamboo finish. And it's a ripple finish where you actually touch it and feel it, and you can actually see the level of quality of the construction and the design. Our doors that you see in the distance are all Lualde from Italy. With the private positioning of the door, you also have the coordination of a hidden hinge and also a magnetic door latch. So you don't have that depression door latch that you used to see in different buildings. That doesn't happen here. The cabinetry is by Buffy. The sink in the master bathroom is also a Buffy Korean sink. And all the fixtures are by Zucchetti from Italy. So the soaking tub, rainforest shower head, all in a glass enclosed area. Beautiful. The design is comfortable, and it's very easy to move around the residential bath. The other side, of course, you see the Zucchetti fixtures in the tub. And also in the wet room, you see that we've also got a French drain. So it's very quiet and very simple, nothing big and clunky in this property. The design, the completion is really well finished and well thought out. And now let's talk about floor plans, because this is where we get to the point of where we all start to get enjoying the residences. We have everything from a one-bedroom residence. This is what we call our loft. It's a 1969 square foot one bedroom. The space is amazing. It has its own sauna within the residence, the floating tub and shower in the master bath area and master bedroom. And then the doors that separate the master bedroom from the living space are glass, the glass hidden pocket door. Really great space, a lot of fun in this unit, starting at $1,763,000 for the second floor. And this third floor residence, these are the only two we have remaining, is $1,009,000. So we've got great opportunities. Our prices start at $1,763,000 for this same layout on the second floor. And then we go to our two-bedroom and den residence 624. This one's exciting for me because you see the terrace space on the right. That terrace overlooks Surprise Lake, and because it's positioned in the building, it actually moves itself out, and you have the opportunity to see Biscayne Bay beautifully. You've got over 1,700 square feet of terrace for a 2,500 square foot residence. 2 bedrooms and a media room or den. The great thing is the glass den gives you wonderful space. We have an outdoor kitchen on the big terrace. We have a soaking tub, plunge pool on the terrace. We were not allowed by the city of Miami Beach to do a barbecue. So the outdoor kitchen is refrigeration and a sink and a countertop. So we have some great space in this unit. The bathrooms, the finishes, the positioning, the location of our units are just really well positioned. This gives you a Biscayne Bay, north up to Lakeview. You see Lagos Island and North Miami Beach in the distance, and then all the way to the right, which you get downtown, the Miami Beach coastline. And then our other 2-bedroom residence, number 305, this is $3,900,000. This has the most breathtaking views out to Surprise Lake and Miami Beach. Really exciting. The terrace space is wonderful. You have a full wraparound corner, and the position of the unit is at the apex of the building where it turns from the lake down to the waterway. So you've got some great privacy in this home. And now we talk about homes. This is 3 levels of living with its own garden. You've got your main entry level is your true living space with a 16-foot ceiling great room. Your kitchen overlooks the great room with a great open space. Master bedroom off to the right. You can see the master bedroom stretches the entire length of the interior of the residence, from the water side, which is where this sits, all the way down to the interior property. The nice thing is when you go back to the terrace and then go downstairs to the garden area, if somebody's a boater, we have a few remaining docks, as I was mentioning, and dock number 12 is directly in front of this residence. Offered at $3,900,000 for the property, $600,000 for the dock. We have the ability to really give somebody a great 3-level residence. As you go upstairs, which is the 2-story floating staircase cantilevered into the great room, you go up to the 2nd bedroom upstairs, or actually 3rd bedroom in this case, and then the den with a full bathroom. So wonderful areas, great opportunities. Also, we created the ability to have 2 separate zones of air conditioning, one upstairs, one downstairs. So you're able to control the residential comfort for the owner. Now, I mentioned our French model, Christian Liagre. That's where we're placing Lower Penthouse 20. It's going to be beautiful. It should be done in the next 3 weeks. Finished will be $5,495,000, and the finishes are stunning. All wood floors throughout in this unit as compared to the stone and wood combination. Bathrooms are all stone, of course. The terraces are breathtaking with views of downtown Miami. It's a corner residence, so your views are just beautiful. Bedroom 3 on the front of the residence to the bottom right on the floor plan as you see it, it just situates itself and almost floats over Biscayne Bay. Really great views. And at nighttime, at sunset, this is probably one of my most exciting residences that I love because the views are just breathtaking, just really enjoyable to look at. Then, of course, we have our Lower Penthouse 3. This gives you a little bit of everything because you have a complete wraparound. We are now into our 4-bedroom homes, and you're looking at a 4,300 square foot home. This residence is beautifully created where you've got your master on one wing of the house, extra bedrooms on the other wing, and then the den behind the kitchen area, which gives you that side terrace as well and wrap around with views of the downtown area, Miami Beach sunset, where the other side, your master bedroom, gives you your sunrise views. So as we say, from sunrise to sunset at the Ritz-Carlton residences, we have just about everything that you could want. Well, for the people that decide they want to have a home and they want space for land, in this case, we're giving them space for a terrace. So when you have somebody that says, I want to have a home, but I really want the convenience of an apartment, well, think about us, because at the property, this residence gives you 3,400 square feet of terrace. It gives you 3,400 square feet of inside living space, and it's a 4-bedroom, 4.5-bath home. So you can create whatever you like. We've had a family look at this to create a whole area for their children of swing sets and coordination and positioning. Just remember, of course, we have to live with what we do. Some of the things need to make sure that they can come inside the residence should something be approaching us during the summer season, as you know what I mean. Great space. Very nice value here, $4,950,000. And I do use the term loosely value, but we are what I think one of the most sophisticated positioned properties in all of Miami Beach. And I do believe we are a value because when there's nothing left in this building for sale, the acquisition prices that people are acquiring today will be unheard of because the numbers will increase. There's only a finite number of residences here. And as I mentioned, this can never be duplicated in its current position. And then, as I keep saying home, I'm going to a bigger home now. Now I'm going to a 5-bedroom residence with a master suite all encompassed to itself with a beautiful bamboo garden terrace area off to the right and a closet that any homeowner would really enjoy to have for themselves to be able to be finishing out. We've got a media room internal. We've got 5 bedrooms, 6.5 bathrooms, beautiful terrace space for everybody to use. But then, of course, the whole right side of the residence is designed for the master suite. And really, just a beautiful property. The views of Biscayne Bay, the views of Surprise Waterway, just a great private location, all into the building by itself. And now we go to the ultimate. The ultimate in penthouses in Miami Beach, I think, really start right here with what I'm going to show you is something that's unlike anything available. Penthouse 1 and 12 combination. We do call it the ultimate penthouse because it gives you almost 12,500 of inside living space with almost 13,000 square feet of terrace. So when someone says they want space for $35 million, you can have it here at the Ritz-Carlton Residences. You've got 13.5-foot high ceilings. You have the ability to have a whole vignette of positions all into yourself, private pool that is 10 feet by 40 feet long. A second that's a sunrise pool with a sunset pool on the other side of the residence that's really all elevated and positioned. So you've got the privacy and the enjoyment of having a residence that does completely wrap around itself. The terrace is fully talks to itself. So you can go from one side to the other, enjoy the space, enjoy the opportunity. So when someone says that they're looking for something that nobody else has, again, we have it for you here at the Ritz-Carlton Residences, Miami Beach. Now, for somebody that wants half of that space, we're very happy to cut it up. Penthouse 12 has the side of the residential property that has the large swimming pool. And it's designed as a 4-bedroom, 5.5 bath, 6,300 square foot interior home with 8,500 square feet of terrace. So again, great opportunities, great space, offered at $20 million. Penthouse 1, the other side of the ultimate penthouse, 5,900 square feet of inside living space with 4,400 square feet of wraparound terrace, offered at $16,900,000. Individually more expensive than the combined ultimate penthouse. And it would take us to create the ultimate penthouse about 6 to 9 months, depending on if the owner takes our existing plan or if they wanted to customize it. So just know that if somebody comes in that wants something very special and very large, we have the ability to create it and optimize it for them, for their personal family needs. Penthouse 16, we're already building out. We will be done in July. And this residence is a 2-story, 4,500 square foot home offered at $8,800,000. And it's really great. And it's positioned almost as a peninsula into one of the courtyards by itself. So we've got some beautiful positioning, great locationing. And because Piero designed courtyards and vignettes and what I'm calling in this case, a peninsula on the building, your views are sunrise to sunset. The master bedroom has that sunset view overlooking downtown Miami and Biscayne Bay. Now, of course, we talk about the Ritz-Carlton residential lifestyle. The staff is amazing. The gold standard of service. And what the ladies and gentlemen of Ritz-Carlton are, it's all about ownership. The ownership that they create and have the opportunity to make sure that everybody that is residing here believes that they are there for their needs. They're there from welcoming them as the valet to opening the door for them at the property and welcoming them and their guests at the concierge front desk. Now, because our building is a 700-foot long property, we have 2 separate entrances. We have our main entrance, which is what we're looking at right now. This was, again, Piero's thoughts and designs. I showed you the main entry social room originally, but we just finished and got the final CO on our building A, which is our west side lobby. And there will be a second valet, a second concierge, and a second security desk in that lobby, in addition to this area. So if our owners are on the west side, they have the ability to park their car with valet there. Valet will take care of it. We do have, for our 3-bedroom homes and larger, assigned parking spot or valet for all your extra cars. So got a lot of valet parking. We only have 111 homes, 110, I should say. And the villas, which we'll talk about in a separate time, have their own private 2-car garage and driveway as well. So that's separate and secure. If you've all been to our property, Villa Lasoni, which is our first villa that was built, that was our sales center at one point in time. And that's the idea of how the finishes are going to be. So the look is the same, the finish quality is the same, and you have a position to really create your own private residence with the villas. They start at $4.9 million and go up to $8.4 million. The waterfront villas, which there are 8, all have their own private docks, and the terra villas, or our land villas, have the private 2-car garage, private pool and garden area. The great thing with our building is also the maintenance. As I mentioned, Ritz-Carlton residences have audited our budgets to make sure that everything is proper. And we have now finished our 2020 budget at $1.14 a square foot. So we are affordable luxury for our maintenance. If the acquisition is a position of large residences with large terraces, the association will take care of the terrace landscaping for you, but also you have the opportunity to create your own environment, create your own area that you want to see as your own area on these large terraces. And now our prices, because nothing goes unsaid unless we have something to talk about and what our price range starts at. For 1 bedrooms, you start at $1,763,000. 2 bedrooms commence at $2,395,000. 3 bedrooms at $3,225,000. 4 bedrooms at $4,900,000. Actually, no, I apologize. 4 bedrooms, our loft starts at $3,065,000. It's probably our best value in the entire property. It's a 4-bedroom, and it's an amazing space, 16-foot ceilings in the living room, beautiful terrace overlooking the gardens. So that's our best value in the building. And please, I want you to know that we are here for whatever your needs are. We have a full drop box. We have a full broker tool positioning, as everybody has always done for the brokerage community in South Florida. But we want to make sure that your life is easy. We want to make sure that you have the ability to sell with us. And by selling with us, that goes to my next screen. 5% commission. We are giving a 5% commission, and because we are fully ready to occupy our residences, you have the ability to receive that commission. If closing takes 30 days, you'll receive your commission in 30 days. If we need to do a little extended closing timeline, you'll get paid at the closing, but we're talking about the ability to obviously turn around and deliver a property to your buyer immediately. Finishes are spectacular. The building is really amazing.